Hey guys, Sonny from TeamRippnLipz1. So I have a thing I came up with. I use all my extra line. I have copolymer, braid, copolymer or fluorocarbon that I take with me, that I use as my leader line, and it's extra spools. So what's annoying is taking the line and then taping it every time, or bringing a whole box like this, and the line sticks out, but it falls back in sometimes. If it's been sitting around and moved, it'll fall back in there. It's annoying, and I don't like taking this. I like to just take one or two spools, or maybe even one. So what I do is I take a shoelace and I wrap it around, put a zip tie at the end, I poke a hole in it. Now I have my leader line, or my line that I'm going to use, right here. So I can just pull that, and I can pull as much as I want and it stays. I cut it and it stays right there. So this is all you're going to need. Shoelace, doesn't matter what color. Figure out where, how much you need. I'm going to cut this part off. So I'm going to just wrap it around lightly. And I want just a little bit of tag, so I can put the zip tie around it. So I'm going to say right about there. So it's about a foot. Now remember, you're going to cut the extra line off, so what you're going to need is a piece of wood, or anywhere that you can put a hole in it. Make sure this is all straight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this is a tire punch to clean out for putting plugs in. I just using the point of it. I want to find the middle of this shoelace, estimate where the middle is. And I'm going to push down and I'm going to twist. And I'm going to just kind of move that around so I make that hole nice. And then just take your tape off. And the other thing that stinks too is when you have it sitting around like this with the line off, or you wedge the line in those grooves, you have to cut that part because that part's ruined now. So I like to be able to have it organized. I have it where I pull enough off, tie my uni knot to my braid or to my other line, and then I can just pull as much as I want off, and then I cut it. And then it sits right there where I want it. So I'm going to find the hole that I made. Sorry, the dogs are whining. Kind of lost where I was with the hole. Right, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to take my line, put it right through that, and just put it in the middle of the shoelace. Alright, there we go. Put that on. Wrap it around. Make sure it's nice and square and flat before you tighten it down. So it's like that. And then the two leader parts, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the zip tie. I'm going to already start it. Bring it down. I'm using a big zip tie. It keeps it square inside the spool, so it's not kind of twisting around in there. And take the two shoelace ends and put them square to each other, so that they're like that. And put it over the Then I'm going to pull the zip tie down close to the spool, just to make it snug so that this thing still slides, but it still has a good amount of tension. It's not going to come loose. And then I'm going to tighten the zip tie down. I'm going to cut the end off of it. And I'm going to cut the ends off of the shoelace. You don't have to do this part, but I like to just cauterize those, just so that they don't fray up and slip through the zip tie. And there you go. Now you make your leader, you cut it, your line's sitting right there. So you can just pull as much as you want. You know, say you want, then you pull it, tie your leader, get the amount you want, put it right back on. And if you want to if you say if you're not going to use that, you take that zip tie and you just push it. You just keep pushing it around until all the lines is back on there. Just like that. So it kind of like re-spools it. See that? And now you just have your little tagline. It's cheap. It's easy. I'm doing it to all my spools now because every time I go out, I make a mess with these things. And you put it down and the line will just be all over the place, and then you got to try to put it all back on, put it back in whatever you have for your leader lines. So it's free. And it's just a shoelace I had sitting around. So I hope that helps you guys out. I know that this is going to make a big difference on how long it takes me to do it. Usually I don't want to retire. I'll just grab another rod but if it's something that I'm using, like I've been using the jerkbait a lot. I use the jerkbait in like real weedy areas. I've been throwing it in the trees and jerking it away from the branches. So what I do is I've been using 15-pound braid with a 12-pound copolymer leader with my shadow wraps, and that works really good. I use like a 3-foot leader, and when that leader gets all messed up, I just grab this, do it really quick, pull a big strip out, tie the uni, pull it out. That's about 3 feet. When I open my arms, I tie it right to the lure, and it just goes right back in the bag. Or I can just throw this down, and it's not going to go all over the place. I do it really quick. It helped me out a lot in the last tournament that I was in on the TBF, the FLW. Made a huge difference because it took me like no time. This was already ready. Pulled a little bit off, tied, threw this down, started fishing. Alright guys, I hope that helps you out, and talk to you later.